Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you.
Hey, welcome back, trainers, battlers, and girls at PvP. This is PoGo here coming at you. Now, the coronavirus has really impacted the world and is impacted Pokemon Go. We're going to give you all of the updates that you need to know, tips and tricks to help you get through this. And if you haven't heard of me before, I'm Pogo Joel. I do make event guides, tips and tricks videos, and some PvP content. Now, without further ado, let's get you a little bit more info. Also, for those of you who do know me personally, I do work in the healthcare field, so I will be providing you with some tips that you can use to combat Corona in the Pokemon Go community. So if you want, I'll leave a timestamp here and a little blurb in the description, and I'll have some helpful links there as well that you can reference. Alrighty guys, without further ado, let's get right into the video. Now, we have a whole slew of events from March that Niantic had planned for us. Everyone was referring to this as March Madness. It was pretty cool, actually. Some people were getting burned out by it, and some people loved it. You just gotta be able to pick and choose what works for you, do what you can. Well, with the coronavirus outbreak becoming so severe in a lot of countries, it really has put a damper on some of the Niantic's plans. But Niantic, thank you guys. Take a moment to say thank you to Niantic. I know we give them a hard time for a lot of stuff that they need to fix, but they have responded to this coronavirus outbreak very responsibly and very, very awesomely for our community. They're doing a lot for us. So if we go to the first event, graphics by Couple of Gaming and LeakDuck, and if I have any other ones, I will list them here as well. But for our first graphic here, we have Couple of Gaming. They have the March Madness events calendar here. So for the first event that you should all know is Abra Community Day was postponed. It was supposed to take place yesterday, Sunday, March 15th. And we were finally going to get that shiny Abra, to have that shiny Alakazam that only a select few people got back during GoFest last year. Now we have a makeup event, which is pretty nice, and Niantic has made up events like this before. We have some examples here. Back in 2019, we did have Trapinch Community Day taking place all over the world on October 12th, and yet in Japan it was postponed because a typhoon hit the country. Niantic knew it wasn't safe, so they postponed theirs and they got it on October 26th. They had their makeup day. Another example for this is Slackoth Community Day took place back on June 8th, 2019. From 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. It was a Saturday. And then for all of Europe, they had a makeup day. Theirs was from July 4th through the 7th. So they had an extended period of time to make up the Slackoth Community Day. Who knows how long we will get and when we will get it. Niantic will make an announcement soon. Stay tuned to their Niantic support channel. A lot of good news coming from there. So we don't know when we'll get the makeup day for Abra Community Day, but Niantic did compensate us with an alternate event. So it started on Thursday, March 12th, and it does not have an end date announced officially yet anywhere. But it's still available. If you go to your in-game shop, you can buy a bundle of 30 incense for only 1 Pokecoin, so definitely take advantage of that. Incense will last 1 hour, so you can be self-quarantined at home away from Corona, so you can actually catch Pokemon here, and you can grind. You will be able to spin Pokestops to get increased gifts, so you'll get them a lot more frequently than in the past, where it took you forever to get a gift. I know that feeling. And then all of your eggs will be incubating at half distance. So if you have a 5K, that's 2.5, and so on and so forth. And then we do have increased Pokemon in the wild. So hopefully a lot of them are increasing wherever you're self-quarantining. What that means is you're staying away from other people. Part part of the problem with community days is it's a huge gathering. We've seen a lot of communities come together to make some amazing events come together, but that does increase your chances of getting exposed to the coronavirus or COVID-19, whatever you want to refer it to. So by doing social distancing, you're keeping yourself away from people. About 6 feet is what's recommended. Niantic really is helping you kind of stay to yourself if you need to, and self-quarantine so you can actually enjoy Pokemon Go. And they do have more things you can take advantage of now. But basically, for 1 hour, you have a lot of spawns, and they're actually spawning pretty good. The spawn rate is high. So if you want to take advantage of that, pop a star piece and go to town. Grind that Stardust. Another way Niantic is battling coronavirus is with Go Battle League in Pokemon Go. So with Go Battle League, previously you had to walk 3 kilometers in order to unlock a set of 5 battles. That requirement is no longer in effect. We have for the next 30 days some changes to the Go Battle League system, so there will be no walking requirement. Thank you, Niantic. This will help people stay safe indoors if they need to. Friendship levels in Pokemon Go have also decreased to allow remote battling. So previously you did have to become ultra friends in order to unlock remote battling, so being able to battle your friends remotely. But now that requirement has dropped to just the good friends. So that is only 1 day of interaction. You can become friends with someone send a gift, and bam, you're ready to battle. Now this is going to be big for the PvP scene. Before we get right into that, as of right now, we did have increased fighting type spawns in the wild. We did have up to 7 sets of battles in Pokemon Go a day without the walking requirement, and we did have bonus Stardust for Go Battle League. So that event is set to end at 10 p.m. Local time on the 16th. So I hope that at least the 7 sets of battles stick around, Niantic, please. This will allow people who are self-quarantining to have something to do. And it's been super fun doing that. I am currently at rank 8, I believe, and I still need to get back to finish some more battles for the day and before 10 p.m. Local time for me. So we do know that the Sylph Arena, which is the largest grassroots Pokemon Go battle league that exists, is freaking awesome, by the way. If you haven't checked it out, Self.GG. If you're a competitor in the arena, then as of Monday, March 16th, they will no longer be doing live in-person tournaments. So no tournaments in person. You could even get penalized for or punished for having them, but they are doing remote tournaments and limiting those to 128 people currently, which is pretty awesome. So if you go over to self.gg, they do have an update area talking about COVID-19 here, and then with this in-person tournaments, again, they are not sanctioning those. You should not be gathering for large tournaments in person. You can potentially increase your risk of getting corona and even spreading it to others. It's going to be like this for the next 30 days. You do have that good friendship level that we talked about for battles. So they are encouraging remote tournaments. A lot of communities are taking part in remote tournaments. I know mine. I'm not the biggest fan of remote tournaments. I love to practice in them, but the weighted ones do make me a little nervous. But no worries. We're still going to offer it in our community just to give everyone a chance to continue to PvP this month. And the Toxic Cup is not supposed to hurt your ranking, I believe, or your weight. You're weighted. Like if you miss it, you're totally fine. More info on self.gg. Go and check it out. And there's a lot of really awesome remote tournaments popping up, so keep your eyes out on those. Back over to Go Battle League news. So for Season 1, if you reach rank 10, you can get this avatar item and pose inspired by Champion Steve from the Hoenn region. And they also did finally tease those Elite TMs officially. The Elite TM will allow you to select any fast move you want if you get the fast TM, or any charge move if you get the charge TM. And this includes legacy moves. Niantic has confirmed this. I cannot wait. On a separate battle note, you also have Rufflet appearing in Pokemon Go for the very first time in the Go Battle League Pokemon encounters. So you can get your hands on the brand new Rufflet, and it's a guaranteed catch. I don't know why I used the Silver Pineapple, probably because I have too much and I need to get rid of them. But yeah, definitely check that out. And we also have Cobalion making its way back into Pokemon Go through raids, and it will also be in Go Battle League rewards. So keep an eye out on the available Pokemon in your pool of available Pokemon. And also, Cobalion raids are back, so if you need a raid guide, I'll leave you a link here to my old one. It still holds up very fine, and all the information is pretty awesome, except Sacred Sword is now in the game, making Cobalion better. So check that out. I'll leave a link here, and let's continue to see what events are being affected. So here is a list of some of the events that are being affected by the coronavirus outbreak. So if you go to your in-game news, you go to the Pokemon Go Safari Zone in St. Louis, it has been postponed. If you click on their official event website for more details here in the blog, you will be able to see more details of what exactly is going on. So if you actually go into the blog here, they give you some really great details on what exactly is happening. You get this message about how serious they're taking the outbreak, definitely taking the right precautions and helping us out here. And they're just recommending that you follow the recommendations for your area. Some people will have a little more freedom, less restrictions, and some people are on complete quarantine, forced quarantine. I know Italy, the country is completely shut down right now, only essentials if you're going out. Now, if we're looking at this specific Safari Zone event that was happening in St. Louis, they're going to be looking at future dates. They don't have one selected just yet, but they're going to revisit it again in April, I believe. And they are going to have refunds if you bought a ticket. Your refund date is March 25th at 11:59 p.m. So if you're going to get refunded, if you don't want your ticket, then reach out to them before that time period. And then some good news, if you decide to keep your tickets, you'll have a really cool in-game experience. You'll have pretty much your own mini Safari Zone happening near you. So all of the event bonuses that were going to happen, you will have access to them on that date. So that'll be pretty cool if you're grinding from home and catching those event Pokemon. This might make me actually want to buy a ticket now. They will still have a date set for that makeup for the Safari Zone, and you'll still have your ticket to go to that. Now, none of the other Safari Zones at the moment are currently affected, but they are monitoring the situation. So definitely keep an eye out on that. It might be worth buying the Safari Zone ticket even if you don't go to St. Louis, and just do it locally. If you're looking forward to Legendary Raid Hour on Wednesdays, those have been canceled until further notice. They've confirmed March 18th, but if trends continue, I don't think they'll bring it back until it's safe again for us to all get together and raid. But you can still practice safe raiding, just you won't have this Legendary Raid Hour to go ham on. And as of Monday, March 16th, Niantic will not be issuing any new EX raid passes. So if you haven't got Regigigas yet, you might need to wait a little bit longer. I did my last two on Sunday, and I didn't even know they were the last ones until I did my research. And we will not be having any EX raids going further. So any EX raid passes that are currently out now, those are going to be the last ones. But there won't be any new ones issued after this week until further notice. Alrighty trainers, so I told you that I would go ahead and give you some tips to help combat Corona in your community. Probably all ones that you have heard of so far. So you definitely want to practice social distancing. I was at my EX raid this weekend, and we knew each other, we said hi, but we kept our good distance between us, just to be on the safe side. If you could raid from your car, and if you're gonna say hi to someone or greet them, just do the wave, do an air high five. People are doing the elbow thing. People are kicking as well, kicking each other's shoes as a way to say hi. So definitely do not shake hands. Avoid touching your face as much as possible. If you are lucky enough to have a hand sanitizer, I found this last night at Walmart, thank God, go ahead and have that handy. If you don't, I'll leave a link in the description to how to make homemade hand sanitizer. This is what we were using. My girlfriend was using this recipe, and it really works, so definitely check that out. And just be mindful. If you can raid from your car, raid from your car. If you're gonna get together and do raids with other people, just try to give each other some space. Maybe like this guy here, if I can link that picture, I'll put it right there. Definitely 6 feet. And then washing your hands. I have a awesome thing that I've been doing. It's with 20 seconds. It doesn't matter if it's cold or hot, because the hot water you would need to kill the germs would be boiling hot water. You're not going to do that to your hands. But for 20 seconds, we're going to go over something I've been using. I'll try to put the picture around here, and then I'll go through it with you guys. Prepare for trouble. Make it double. To protect the world from devastation. To unite all peoples within our nation. To denounce the evils of truth and love. To extend our reach to the stars above. Jesse James. Team Rocket blast off at the speed of light. Surrender now or prepare to fight. Me, Youth. That's right. Alrighty, there you have it, trainers. The best tips and tricks you can get during the coronavirus outbreak for Pokemon Go. If you found this helpful, please drop a like, subscribe. Let me know down in the comments, are there any tips and tricks that you do that I missed? Let us know, let the community know. And my girlfriend must be super tired of me, or thinks that I'm the biggest Team Rocket fan, because I literally do that every time. But again, trainers, share this video. Hopefully we can help out our community, and stay safe out there. Until next time, trainers, gotta catch 'em all.